The 1975. She's American. 9:22. Good morning. Welcome along to the morning show with Mark. That's all.
That's it.
Just Mark today, because I am joined by a couple of very special guests in the studio. One of them is Sally, which is a bit weird, but she's here. We'll get to Sally in a second. But first of all, Ibrahim Maurice, who is the writer, producer, and composer of the musical Layla, which is currently on at the Marquee Theatre at Cairo Festival City. Good morning, Ibrahim.
Good morning, Mark.
Good morning. Welcome along to the show, and good morning to Sally
Yeah, don't
Sampson,
forget your other guest. Hello.
who is playing Layla in the musical. Good morning, Sally.
Good morning, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us on.
Thanks for joining us. Ibrahim, well, this is an amazing thing, and I think a first for Cairo, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the first at this time.
It's a wonderful thing. But tell us a bit about you and your background before being the writer, producer, and composer, and the man behind Layla the musical.
Okay, I have studied economics.
Okay. That seems like
with a minor of music.
Okay.
But music has been always a passion for me. And in the early 90s, I had a rock band called Terra. And we were playing rock music in English, actually. And since I was a kid, I went to several musicals abroad. And I always had this passion to realize something here in Egypt, to write a musical. And when I had a chance 5 years ago, I just sat down and then started to write the whole musical Layla.
So this is a long project, something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, and then has taken a long time to realize.
Yes.
Wow. So the idea behind it was there an inspiration? Was there something that you always wanted to write about for Layla, or were you searching for ideas? Or
no, it's like composing any song. You just unleash your imagination, and the idea comes along like this.
Sally, tell us what is Layla the musical all about?
Well, Layla the musical, it's a story. It's sort of good versus evil, very, very much so. It's the overall theme, but it's a beautifully written, sort of almost dreamlike storyline. It's a love story, of course, at the core of it, and it's got envy, and you've got greed at the center of it. You've got just all those universal themes coming to play with each other, and of course you got some awesome songs.
I feel like you're saying all this because Ibrahim's sitting next to you, right? It's beautifully written. It's got great songs. So what was when you're looking for a story and you're thinking about a musical, why themes like envy and that kind of thing? Do you don't always think, right, I want to write a love story or anything like that?
Okay, concerning the romantic side, I was always, it's my thing to write about the romantic side, but there is a moral behind the story, is that you really have to change what's inside you and search for the good or the bad inside you, instead of looking around you. People always are like, you are bad. They never stand for a minute and say, I am bad. And this is the whole moral behind the story, is that through a romantic story, something bad happened, but the truth was that the wrong came from inside, not from the outside. I don't want to ruin the story.
No, don't. No spoiler alerts here.
No spoilers.
We don't want to ruin it for people. I know a lot of people have seen it already, and everybody I know who's seen it says fantastic things about it. I've not seen it yet. I'm going to see it next week. But people are loving it. Tell us about the reaction that you got. Well, first of all, when you said, "Okay, I'm going to put on a musical," what kind of reaction did you get from people?
People thought I'm crazy to do something like this with this huge production line, in this very time in Egypt. And but anyway, if you dream big, you have to go big, and you have to start with something that is really crazy in order to reach your goals.
This must be such a personal thing, though. It's like your baby, right? I mean, You've done everything on it, and it's finally happening. Was it quite scary on opening night? How did it feel? It must have been quite an emotional time.
Yeah, I've been asked this question before, and they told me what is the most difficult moment throughout the 5 years. I told them the most difficult moment is right now. When we open the
curtains.
The curtains.
Yeah,
and I'm waiting that everything goes right, and I'm looking to the reactions of the people. But it feels nice at the end when I feel that people really liked it.
Mm-hmm. And you hear people as they're walking out, and you hear what they're saying and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, it overpasses my expectation. I didn't expect that much.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Well, we're going to come back and chat some more. Layla the Musical, which is in Arabic, by the way, is on at the Marquee at Cairo Festival City. And we'll come back and speak more to Ibrahim, its creator, and also to whoever that is over there in the corner.
Me.
Who's starring in it in just a few moments. First of all, here's some TLC and Snoop Dogg. And this is Way Back. Brand new music at 9FM. Maroon 5 and Future and Cold. This is the morning show with Mark and Sally. Good morning. Sally in the strange position of being a guest on the show this morning.
Yeah, I'm being the interviewee this morning.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? And this is all because of Layla the Musical, which is happening at Cairo Festival City. And it's on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays.
Yes, at the Marquee Theatre.
At the Marquee Theatre. And we're very happy to be joined by the writer, producer and composer, Ibrahim Maurice. Good morning again, Ibrahim.
Good morning again, Mark.
Good morning.
And we have, and Sally is a guest because you are in the show. Tell us what you do in the show, Sally.
Well, I play Layla in the show.
Oh, you only
musical.
took the lead role, the title role.
I didn't take it. It was given to me. No, it was joined by me and the lovely Amy Frega. A lot of the bigger roles in the play itself, there's a double cast. And it's very much like they do in the West End and Broadway where, obviously, just so that the performers don't exhaust themselves if someone's sick or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you've got another performer who, and I just want to say, like, Amy is so good as she's just really good. Everyone in the double cast really puts their own take on it and does such a great job with it.
Now, when you're casting something like this, and I imagine as the writer and producer and everything, you were very much involved in the casting. Did you think you'd be able to find, because you've got a big cast, haven't you? Do you think that you'd be able to find as many people as you have?
At the beginning, we couldn't find a lot of people, but... yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how big is the cast? Because it's a huge cast.
The cast is about 20, and with the musicians and the crew, we're more than 80 persons.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big production.
Yeah.
From nothing, for it to be like a first time doing this kind of thing here in Cairo as well, to have that must have been such a daunting prospect.
Yeah,
it must have been quite worrying and give you some sleepless nights.
Yeah, this was something really very hard to choose. Either we go full live, or we go like -1, and it's going to be different. It's not going to be the same. It's really nice to listen to the song with full orchestration.
So, you have the orchestra. I mean, what instruments are we talking about in your orchestra?
We have like 20, strings and 5 brasses, and we have the rock side, which they are 5, 2 guitars. Now there are 3 guitars, and drums and a bass guitar and a piano. And we have 2 back vocals, which I am one of them.
You're one of them? Excellent.
Yes.
And you were just telling me just before that some of these songs that you wrote for Layla the Musical have been swimming around in your mind for quite some time. You've had these songs for a long time.
Yeah. Some of the songs I wrote in the year 88.
Oh, wow.
I was in England. I was studying there.
Sally was just born.
Yeah, I was 1 year old.
Yeah, I wrote that was the song of the circus, by the way.
The circus song.
The circus song, yeah. And some songs I wrote with the band Terra, like 6 or 7 among the 20 songs of the play. And the rest I wrote them lately with the.
Okay.
With the
so you used to write in English. The songs that you wrote when you originally wrote them, they were in English, right?
Yeah, actually 99% of the songs were written in English.
Was it different writing songs in Arabic? Is it a big difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, totally. because the rock music was not really made for or by the Arabic language.
Oh yeah, so let's say it's a rock musical.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
rock
an
musical.
Arabic rock musical.
Yeah, Arabic rock music.
So putting those two things together, what was that like? How was that process?
Yeah, that was the challenge, but actually it turned out to be very nice. It turned out to be, I don't know, enchanting, something new about the music,
Yeah, it's got a very youthful vibe to it. I think everyone that comes sees the show says, how sort of young, and even no matter what age you are, you're sitting in the audience, you just your heart's sort of beating, and you find yourself singing along with the songs, and yeah, it's really catchy, and people really enjoy the musical experience.
What was it like rehearsing? So Sally here has been rehearsing like mad for months for this.
Yeah.
What was that whole process like, bringing it to get to the moment of opening night?
Well, it's a lot of training, because it's a musical. It's a full on. We're dancing, we're singing, and we're acting at the same time. So obviously, each one of those things had to be dealt with separately, and then it comes to the point where you have to put everything together, and it has to be a cohesive whole, not just for yourself, but for yourself within a play with a whole ensemble cast and crew and everything.
Was the director hard on you?
No, director Hani Afifi he's a really, really, really great sort of very perceptive at the same time, very soft-spoken director, which is very, very nice. There were times, of course, when he wasn't as soft-spoken, but overall, he really gave what I think everyone needed to hear to be.
He's a very creative person.
Yeah.
I was really lucky to work with him, to get to know him. It's the first time I know him, and he knows how to direct people, to do the right thing.
Yeah, and he's very good with getting like sort of an overall. He has good, as directors do, being able to see the whole picture. When
you're just in your little moment,
when you're in it as an actor, you can't see all the different elements, and imagine what's going to come together, in the future when this prop comes in or this bit of scenery or whatever.
Well, this is the thing as well. They're looking at, because I've not seen it yet, but the looking at the pictures, the scenery, the sets, the costumes look amazing.
Well, you had quite the crew that you put together, Ibrahim, didn't you?
Yes. The costumes were made by Mona Tonsida. She's an old friend I used to know from university. And the choreography by Dalia Farid. Fadl. And
of course, the conductor is...
The conductor by Muhammad Saad Basha. And with the Nile Symphonic Orchestra.
Wow.
And also the band, the rock band, each and every one of them is very well known. Like we have Samuel George on the bass, Ahmad Hisham drums, Rami Said guitar.
So these are big names, these are people coming together for the production.
Yes,
yeah,
and Rami Atalla on the piano, not to forget, and Nelly Cassis back vocals with me.
And Hazem Shibla as well, who was behind
Hazem Shibla is behind the set.
The design.
Yeah,
do you have enough backing vocalists? Because, I'm not doing anything on weekends at the moment. And
do you want to audition, Mark? Is that what it is?
I asked Sally before, I said, my favourite words to hear in Arabic songs are khalas and alatul. And apparently, both of these words pop up in the musical.
Yeah, khalas and alatul show up. You can come on the on the day, and we'll just tell you when to say khalas and alatul.
Alatul.
And Habibi.
Oh, yeah, and Habibi.
You like Habibi.
I'm good to go. We're going to come back in just a moment, and we're going to play something from Layla the Musical. Big treat for you this morning. We're here, Sally from the musical, of course, and the show.
Hi.
And also Ibrahim Maurice, the writer, producer, composer of Layla the Musical, which is on at Cairo Festival City Marquee Theatre Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights. And Ibrahim has been telling me off because we haven't played any rock music. And you're a fan of Foreigner.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Very much.
We'll do this for you right now.
Thank you.
I want to know what love is here on the morning show at 9FM. Ibrahim's happy now in the studio because we've got a bit of Foreigner on.
Yeah.
I want to know what love is. Hey, good morning. It's the morning show with Mark and Sally at 9FM. Sally's a guest right now because she is in the musical Layla, which is happening at Cairo Festival City Marquee Theatre. And joining us as well this morning is the writer, producer and composer Ibrahim Maurice. Good morning, sir, one more time.
Good morning.
Now, we're about to play a song from the show. Tell us a bit about writing this song. Was it a song that you had from way back, or was this especially?
Yeah, it's a song that I wrote like the year 90 or 91.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a romantic song, and it fitted the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And in the play, it's talking about Leila, who is going to meet her lover at the precise moment, and before the plot happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
but we don't have any spoilers at this point.
No, it's just right before something very eventful in the play happens.
Okay, so this is the opening of Act 2.
Yes.
Very hot event.
And Sally, you sing this song in the show.
Yes, I do.
Tell us about that. Tell us about when you're opening the second act and you're singing this song, the emotions,
The emotions.
that thing.
Well, it's just the character arc of Leila's very. She's a very beautiful sort of almost. I like to think of her kind of like as a princess, but like a real person at the same time. You know what I mean? She's got like a sort of beautiful quality, and she's very much in love with her guy who's called Karim, and they've decided they're going to meet at a certain time at a certain place, and she's just in this song she's just so excited that she's going, and she's just trying to think, what could it be, what does he want, because he's been weird all day and that sort of thing.
And what's the song called?
أنا رايحة I just choked on my own tongue.
Really? I thought that was it.
No,
You don't do that on stage, do you?
Thankfully not yet. أنا رايحة أقابل حبيبي. I'm going to meet Habibi.
Does it have a khalas or ala tool in
You
it?
can we'll let you do the Habibi part.
This is not Sally singing it, but
No.
but this is the song. Enjoy. This is from Leila the Musical. From Leila the Musical, and that was performed on this occasion by Noha Fikri. But if you go and see the show, you may well see it performed by Sally Sampson right here, who is in the show, and Ibrahim, the writer, producer, composer, is here as well with us. That is a beautiful song.
And
you.
Ibrahim was the person who trained all of us, all the singers actually.
Wow.
He's the one that took us under his wing in the studio. Again, do it again. No, he was actually very nice about it.
It's a beautiful song, and that's just one of the songs that you can hear and see in the musical. Now, before we go, we need to let people know how they can get tickets and when it's on.
Yeah.
You guys?
You can get tickets through Tickets Marché online or on their outlets, and we have also tickets on the door.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
If you're a last minute person, you just want to go to the door and get tickets,
And
that's also an option.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's on at the Marquee at Cairo Festival City.
Yep.
Sally, you're on this weekend.
I am on Thursday and Friday. I'll be performing, and then the lovely Amy Frega will be performing on Saturday and Sunday. And this Friday is a matinee, so the show will be starting at 5 p.m.
Okay, awesome. Well, it's going
The rest of the show start at 8 p.m.
And we're on for another 3 weekends. Is it the 3 weekends?
Yes.
till May the 21st.
Wonderful. And I wish you best of luck. You don't need it because it's already a huge success. Ibrahim, thank you very much so much for coming in with us this morning.
I thank you.
And you know,
Thank you, Mark.
the song was really nice, and it sounded good. The Leila person was good, but Sally, I feel like I would not be doing my job, you know, if I didn't ask you to sing a little something.
Do you want me to sing
A few lines.
from أنا رايحة أقابل حبيبي, which we just played?
Yeah, you can do. That'd be nice.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Well,
Sally Sampson, right here, from Leila the Musical.
Yeah, all right, here we go. أنا رايحة أقابل حبيبي هيقول لي حاجة الليلة دي يا ترى هيقول لي إيه يمكن هيقول اللي في بالي. There you go.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, you flustered me in the beginning. I was flustered.
Sally, thank you for joining us. You can stay and do the rest of the show with me.
Can I? Oh, wow.
You can.
It's like it's like all of my dreams are coming true.
Well, Ibrahim Maurice, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
I cannot.
Thank you for coming in. Later the Musical this weekend, Cairo Festival City. Go and see it. All the details are on our Facebook page right now. And just to please you, Ibrahim, we're going to play Bryan Adams and Summer of '69 before we go as a rock fan. Thank you.
Enjoy.
I got my first real